Catherine even runs through exactly how to create the colouring book, how to upload the book onto KDP. It really covers absolutely every aspect. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to take a closer look at Imagine. So this program is brought to you by the legendary creators of Tangent Templates, Isaac and Catherine. Actually, I first discovered Catherine back in the treasure hunter days on YouTube, so that was before I'd even created a KDP book. But I do remember her enthusiasm then, and I felt even back then to, I guess, keep a watchful eye on whatever she was doing, because I felt that it would guide me in the right direction sooner or later. And funny enough, it did, because Tangent Templates actually helped me to create books on KDP when I had no experience of graphic design, and probably wouldn't have ever continued long term with KDP had I not had that initial help. For me, Tangent Templates was a complete game changer for someone like myself who did not have graphic design skills. So what is Imagine? Well, it is a course, it's a software. There are 19 videos in total, which includes 2 interviews, one with the successful author Sasha O'Hara, who actually has made over $1 million on KDP, and that was after taking Catherine's original colouring book course. In addition to all of the course material, you also get the Tangent Crystal software, and this is a software that immediately turns your images into vectors. It means that that image could be upscaled to any level and it would still retain the same quality. And it also removes grayscale from your image, which is often an issue with Midjourney. Even the images that you see that seem to be black and white will often have a fair amount of grayscale, even in the background. There is a complete walkthrough of Midjourney as well, so even if you've never used Midjourney before, this is definitely a course that would help you. It really is a step-by-step course. Catherine even runs through start to finish how to create the colouring book, how to upload the book onto KDP. It really covers absolutely every aspect. So this is the dashboard of Imagine and what you will see when you actually log into the course. And there is a lot of content here, and there are also 2 interviews as well. So this one was really great. This is a whole hour interview with Catherine Lowe, who is actually known as Sasha O'Hara, and that was the creator of the colouring book Calm the F Down. And she started off in one of Catherine's courses back in the day. So that was one of the original colouring book courses, and she's one of the success stories from that. So that was really inspiring. And there's also another interview as well with Jordan Colton, and he's had a lot of success as well with horror colouring books. And as you can see, there's a whole section where Catherine literally creates a book from start to finish, and there is tons on niche research and choosing a niche. So this is going to be helpful to you whatever kind of book you're creating on KDP. And the other thing to bear in mind too is this isn't just about publishing on KDP necessarily. You can also publish colouring pages on places like Etsy. So a large part of this is, of course, this in-depth course, which is going to help you to create your colouring books using Midjourney from start to finish. So just a quick look here at Tangent Crystal. This is the software that's included, and it's very simple to use. All you do is click in or drop your images here. And you could drop all of your images here that you're going to use for your colouring book. Also, you're not going to be able to use all of the images that you choose from Midjourney. There are lots that you're likely going to have to discard. And that's just the unfortunate thing, because ultimately it's better off that you have a proper colouring page that you're able to colour in. So if you take this image, when I click on that, immediately this image has now been turned into a vector. And that means that no matter how much we zoom in, there's no quality that's lost. These are exactly the same. It's not going to get blurry. It's not going to get distorted or anything. It vectorizes your image straight away. If I go to edit, here you can see the original image in the side. And then there are just 2 controls here, brightness and details. And if we tone this down, it actually removes some of the details in the image. And if we increase this, it increases brightness. Gradually, his face is getting whiter with less detail. You can find a happy medium by still maintaining some of the details, but having plenty of white space as well. Also, there is the eraser tool. When you click it, it will go back to the original image. Just remember what you need to erase, basically. So, for example, this line here, it definitely doesn't work with every image. So there are some cases where, for example, if there's a lot of grayscale and there are lots of very faint lines, then a lot of these lines and details are going to be completely lost. So this isn't going to be a suitable one. So you're much better off with images that have very defined lines. So this one, for example, is really defined, whereas the ones with these sort of faint lines, that's not going to work so well. Then there are ones that are in between, like this, and you can see all these dots here. This is something that Tangent Crystal can get rid of. So I know there's some weird lines here, so this might not be the best image, but just to show you here, you can actually get rid of these by increasing the brightness. So if we just increase the brightness, you can see the lines gradually going. So that's a lot better now. And then if you wanted to tidy this up, you could then use the eraser tool and go over these little bits here just to tidy things up. Despite the fact this isn't the best image, you can see how it has removed the grayscale and the dots. Tangent Crystal is currently in beta, so that means that it may well have additional tools and aspects added. Even as I do this video, I know that Catherine's currently recording some other videos to upload to this course. Then you've got a prompt catalog, whereby you have all these different keywords, and then you can just select them and it will actually give you a prompt. And as you can see, there's a ton of different prompt options, and these are going to be added to as well. It's much better to adapt the prompts to make them unique, but it's a good starting point for beginners. There is also a prompt builder. So let's say it's 8 by 11, then you can choose different versions of Midjourney. So let's say we're going to do version 4. Subjects here, let's say magic and spiritual. There are different selections here, then different settings, composition, and also different parameters that you can use. In addition to that, there are some other resources. So as an example for different resources, you've got things like keywords with search volumes, a cheat sheet with useful colouring keywords, and various other things as well. And then, on top of that, there's tangent templates, which I won't go into because I have reviewed that before in the past. But essentially, there are many templates for interiors for KDP. You can create your whole book for KDP on the platform. There's a design tool. You can create your cover, and you can actually save all the information that you need to put onto KDP. You can put on tangent templates and many, many things. So, like I said, I've had that from the beginning. I highly recommend tangent templates, whether or not you have this program. But tangent templates is included in this program as well. So if you do happen to have it, then great, you can actually get a discount on this course. But if you don't have it, then I highly suggest keeping it and having it within this course, because Catherine actually shows you how to create an entire book using tangent templates, as well as Tangent Crystal and Midjourney. So you only need those 3 tools in order to actually create the entire book. There's also Catherine's full introduction to Midjourney that is on there. If you're a complete beginner and you want an introduction, I would watch that. And she's also created a Midjourney unofficial manual. Even if you're a complete beginner and have never even published a book on KDP before, this will still guide you through that process. I was looking for something like this and really, really pleased that Catherine's released this course, and I hope you find it useful as well. So if you're interested in the course, check it out below. I have linked to that in the description, and I've also written a blog post as well, so I'll link to that in the description as well. So I hope you found this video useful. Have a great rest of your week, and I will speak to you again very soon.